Hi friends, and welcome to the unboxing of my new headphones or the headset. This is the Sony WH-1000XM3 or Mark III. It's a wireless noise cancelling stereo headset, and this is the third iteration of this. They had the MDR 1000X first, then came up with the WH-1000XM2, and then now this is the third iteration. I will be doing later also a comparison video with the Mark II of this one. So yeah, the headset itself, it supports high-res audio, 30 hours of playback time. That's over Bluetooth connectivity along with the noise cancelling enabled. And also you can integrate Google Assistant with that. So that's going to work with your phone. Basically, you can assign a certain function like I think it's a single tap or a double tap to it on the ear pads, because these are case sensitive. Sorry, these are touch sensitive. These are not case sensitive. So these are touch sensitive on the sides. So you can actually use the sides itself to scroll up, scroll down, and do a lot of things over there. So the packaging is pretty good. It's the same that we used to get previously as well with the M2, so no differences in the packaging, I would believe, and also the contents would be the same. We'll be opening this soon. So yeah, the major difference, apart from of course the better noise cancellation that this has now, the major difference is going to be USB-C. So that's good because my phones currently are USB-C. I have a 60-watt USB-C charger that is actually able to dynamically adapt to what I'm charging, so that can charge my laptop, it can charge my phones. My previous M2 was using micro USB, so that was a different cable that I needed to carry whenever I'm using that headset. That's different now, so this is a USB-C. Apart from that, it comes with a headphone cable so that you can use it wired as well, and I believe the wired battery life is around 40 hours, and you also get a adapter for the in-flight use, so you can actually plug it into the to your seat in on the airplane, where you got two plugs. You can plug in there, and then a single output goes into the headset, and you also get a nice carrying case. And the headset itself actually twists and bends. So if you can see over here, that's actually shown here. So you can see that it can actually bend and fit into the case. So that's how it fits into the case itself. And also, yeah, so this is new. 10 minutes charge, because it's supporting USB-C. In 10 minutes charge, it can play for up to 5 hours. Later on in the complete review, I will check how long does it take to charge and what is whether this really works. Articles on the internet and videos on the internet that I've seen, the other ones before, they do confirm that a 10-minute charge does top up the battery significantly, at least 15 to 20%. So assuming that 100% gives you 30 hours playback. I believe we just need to check if the charging percentage increases. So that's the main portions. Apart from that, it also supports Qualcomm aptX HD. This depends. Certain devices support this. This gives you superior audio over Bluetooth compared to the normal audio that you get. And this also supports NFC. That's more for the pairing itself. So you have a Sony Headphones Connect app you can install on your phone, and what you have is also something called as a noise optimizer or a personalizer. Essentially, that you wear the headset and you go to the app, you personalize the sound. So what it does is it plays a series of beeps and sounds into your ears and checks how that is being resonated back and how that works. And then it will set a profile that is specific to your ears, so that it gets you the best output possible. So that is a quick overview of this. So let's get into unboxing this thing. All right, so let's open it up. Give me a second. I'm gonna do that. All right, so we've got the cover off or the wrapping off. So there you go. And easy setup. It tells you to download this app. So let's go ahead to the App Store and get this app itself. Let me go to Sony Headphones Connect. I think I had installed this for my M2 last time. What you need to know is also that you do not have to install this app to use the headphones. They can just directly pair over Bluetooth and that works as well. But you will benefit from the personalization and a few settings in here. And one of the settings that's now available with the M3, last time with the M2, if I'm playing music and let's say, or rather I'm not playing music, but I just want, a moment of silence or many moments of silence, I can actually just wear the headset and the noise cancelling is on. There's no music playing. It will silence all the noise around me. But the thing is, in the M2 or the Mark II, that used to actually work, I think, for a default of 2 minutes or 5 minutes after which the noise cancellation just turns off automatically. Now with this one, that does not happen. So with this, you can actually go into the app and you can pair it up. Once you do the pairing, you are actually going to be able to set the noise cancellation auto turn off, auto shut off when there's no music. You can actually set it to a longer period of time. So you can literally use this headset as just something to cancel the noise without specifically having to listen to certain music or anything like that. Okay, so the app is here. I'm gonna leave it there and let's go to the headset itself. Okay, so yeah, the app, that's about it. So that's just the thing here. It comes with a manual. We don't really need the manual, so that's it. That's what is there in the box. Now in the box itself, we do get the casing, and this casing is actually nice. So I'm gonna quickly get the casing for my old M2, just so that I can show you right away what were the differences, starting with the casing itself and the headset. So give me a minute. All right, so I'm back, and that's my M2 there. We are gonna go to that. So you can see over here, this was the casing that I got with the previous one. This, I'm not very sure if it's leather, but yeah, it does feel like that, and with a soft cloth back over here. There's a small pouch here where you can actually put the charging cable, and also you are able to put in the headphone cable itself. You can just wrap it out and put it over here. And then in the box itself, over here, there's a divider. This is the M2. So this is exactly how the headphone is folded in and kept. This also, the casing is pretty nice. And you can see over there, I would say pretty much the same. And I believe that you should be able to actually use the old casing. I mean, if you have that, this feels slightly nicer. This is cloth or fabric. Yeah, this feels like fabric, and this one is a nice touch. So that looks premium, luxurious. The old one was, yeah, you can see it's not very luxurious, but that's one of the difference with the casing itself. So going back, we are gonna open this up. So let's see. I hope I didn't drop it. All right, nice. Oh, this looks nice. So there we go. That's folded. Let's just open it up. All right. So you can see straight off the bat. This is lighter. Yeah, this is definitely lighter. I don't really know the specs of the old one. I'm gonna check that for you later, or you can just check it on the internet. Oh yeah, this one is 255 grams. So the new one, the Mark III, is 255 grams. The older one, I think, was 280 grams or something. So Yeah, this one is definitely lighter. You cannot, you know the difference immediately when you start using it, but then you will know it when you wear it for a long time, and when it's on your head for like 1 hour plus, you actually do feel fatigued with this a bit. That's where the Bose QC35 Mark IIs, they are excellent because they are also very light. I think also similar 250 or 260 grams. So this one is closer to that now. And yeah, let's go to the differences. So off the bat, that's not okay. So you can see here, that's the major difference. The Mark II is it's a micro USB. Old cables. If you're using, let's say, a lot of Oppo phones or some of the older Samsung phones still, and you carry this cable, then the Mark II is actually, I mean, something that you don't need to carry a separate cable for. But a lot of the new phones, new MacBooks, Dell computers, even my Lenovo computers, all of those, they actually come now with USB-C ports. And if you're getting, let's say, a USB-C to USB-C cable, which you can use to also fast charge, for example, from my laptop USB-C, I can actually fast charge my Pixel because that's about its power delivery or USB-C power delivery. So I should be able to use just that one cable and then charger even for this headset. That is a good thing. Apart from that, if you look at this, so here, this one seemed more like a stub. So you've got the noise cancellation and ambient sound. So when you press this, you can enable noise cancellation, turn it off, or listen to ambient sound, which is sound coming from outside. So that was over here as well. And then you have the power button. But again, there's just a small, like, a raised section over here. And those are the only buttons. So again, not exactly right to say that those are the only buttons. You do have buttons. So again, on the M2, if I remember correctly, you have an NFC chip here so that you can do some pairing. That's the icon there. But these are case sensitive on the M2. And I believe it's the same on the M3 as well. So again, M2, pretty simple looking. I believe those are mics to pick up the ambient noise so that it knows what to cancel out. So what it listens to, this is what it basically will cancel out, and then allows only the music that is being streamed internally to reach you. And apart from that, you can see that this one, the M2, the top was not having any kind of cushioning. The M3 has it. It's nicer to hold it like that in the hand. But when you're wearing it, of course, the top cushion doesn't really matter because this is what touches your head. So the M2, the old one, also again, just like the casing, the M2 on the ear cups itself had like a leather kind of finishing. This one, the new M3, actually has a plasticky finish. I believe that probably is also something that must have reduced the weight as well. But again, not really a concern as long as it's going to be comfortable to wear. The next thing is, okay, let me see. We've got the cushions here. There's some kind of drivers in there, and okay, that's drivers as well. And we've got cushions here as well. I do not see any much difference in that. Okay. So the cushions on the M2, on the Mark II are pretty okay. Flex wise, M2 has good flex. So, I mean, you can really fit comfortably on your head. That's the M2. And this one, also pretty comfortable on the, and okay, feels a bit like, I won't really flex it too much. Apart from that, you get this cable that's for the wired one. You can just connect that, and you also get a small USB-C cable. All things USB-C. That's how it should be. And I hope that next year iPhones also move to USB-C, so I can literally carry just one cable and charge everything. Right now I'm carrying a USB-C 2 lightning cable just to charge my iPhone. And you also have the right. You also have the adapter for again using it in flight, and this is wedged in. Okay, so again that one not much difference at all, but you see over here there's just some slight difference that the old M2 casing, it only had like one single separation where you could put, you know, this thing inside, and then all the cables and all used to be on the back here. That's how I used to put it. Or you can actually put it on top of the headset itself, the cables. But again, it depends, because if this gets pressed, the cables may press into the foam or, you know, into the headbands, and there may be some temporary change in the way the cushions are if they get pressed too much. So this is the old one. That's the old one. The new one has some more pockets here itself, so I can put the USB cable, the headphone cable, the airplane adapters, all of those will fit in here itself. So probably the space on the back I can store something else. I am most probably gonna be still using my M2 casing, because this one is good. This is nice, but I feel like if I drop something on this, like liquid or something, it will probably get stained. You see the difference? And the box is like pretty plain, doesn't even have a naming on it, or the name Sony on it. I would say quite basic, you know, minimal in a way, but that's not a bad thing. All right, so let's go on to pair the headset. All right, so we are going to go to the app, and the pairing process should be pretty simple. I'm just gonna click on start. So it's gonna ask me to turn Bluetooth on. I'll turn it on, and using location I can register easily, so allow access to location. That's weird. I mean, I don't know why it needs my location to know that whether I'm near. This one, it doesn't have a GPS chip in there, but yeah, I'm just gonna say allow. And it says turn on the power. When LED blinks in blue, press the next button. So again, I'm presuming the way to actually sync this up is going to be the same, because this is the first time I'm powering it on, and it's not synced to something or anything at all. So I'm just gonna press it. There should be enough power to at least, okay, it spoke something, pretty fine. That's already got it there. So I'm just gonna say next. And this is the M3. So, oh, you can see it also was checking for my M2. I'm just gonna press the M3. Sorry, it didn't check for my M2. It's just that it can pair to these two. So these are the two headsets that it can control from this app. So right now I'm registering the M3. And that seems to be working. Okay, link the headsets. Okay, connection failed. That's just so nice. I'm gonna use my normal Bluetooth settings to see if that can connect. Oh, that's connected. So for some reason the Sony app failed. That's probably because, you know, assistant is interfering and was trying to run something or set up something, and probably that's what caused it. I am going to exit out of that, and I want to register. Let's say I'm going to try the NFC. Let's see if that works. That should probably work. So that's there. And I pressed, and it says that it's disconnected. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So it's connecting now. And it says connected. Okay. That was fast. Okay. The pairing process is a bit problematic. I'm not very sure. It's probably the app, or it's, again, I'm doing this on my Pixel 3 XL, notorious for having Bluetooth issues. So yeah, that could be the reason. And it's already paired. So ambient sound is on, personal optimizing, not optimized. I'm just gonna wear this and quickly show you on how that works. So, okay, so I cannot really hear what I'm saying at this moment. I mean, I know what I'm saying because I can hear it like in my head, but this is absolutely quiet, absolutely quiet. Okay, I'm just going to set the optimizer. So let me click on start and start with the headphones worn as you always showed. Yeah, I won that. Okay, it says optimizer start. It's playing some kind of echoes and beeps and again doing some beeps. It did say something about atmospheric pressure. I believe that probably depending on when you're on a flight and you're up in the air, you may want to run this again in case. I think it takes into account, pressure changes, because maybe that affects noise cancellations as well. I'm not very sure of that. So just click OK. And there's quite a few settings in here. You can see now playing or not playing. Let me see if I can play something. Okay, so I cannot really hear anything much here. Change function of NC ambient button. Okay, so this is, I want to actually enable ambient sound or disable ambient sound. That's okay. And not connected. Okay, connect. So you see, this is definitely because of, my Google Assistant interfering with this. So you probably should not face any issues at all. I do not face any issues if I'm doing this on my iPhone with my M2 and the OnePlus 6 last time. I've actually not paired it. This was paired with my iPhone, so I didn't have this issues there. So it's probably Google Assistant doing some things over here. So again, you can see over here, there's one change, automatic power off. So I can just actually set it to 30 minutes, 1 hour, 3 hours, or I can even say, do not turn it off, which is good. I can just wear it. I don't need to have music playing, and that's gonna be excellent. So again, adaptive sound control, what it does is if this is on, especially if I'm, let's say, walking and I'm, maybe on the streets and I'm walking down and up the steps, or there's movement, I'm not sitting quietly at one place, it probably is going to detect that part, that there's motion, and then accordingly it may do some changes to the sound. So it detects your actions and ambient sound control is switched on. So let's see what are the settings. You can see over here, it can actually check when you're just staying or resting. It's going to focus on voice, which means voice is going to be pretty clear and nice. If you're walking, you can, okay, now I hear a big echo. So what's happened is when I switch this on, the mics on both the sides have been enabled and they're literally picking up all the noise. Yeah, if I keep quiet, I can actually hear like some kind of that sound. Again, it has an option to focus on voice, where voice frequencies will be then, picked up better. The other one is when you're running, again, ambient sound. So now I can hear more of the environment. Again, right now it's quiet, so I don't hear so much, but again, that's something you can do. And last is total noise cancellation when you're in transport. Again, it uses certain sensors to check which of the states you are in, but you can always set it up by yourself. And editing is not complete. Yes, exit. I'm not going to set it up right now. So this is quite good. The other portion that I wanted to quickly cover is you can actually just place your palms on the headset. All right, that's it. So I'm probably gonna just maybe follow up with a clip. Sorry for that. And isn't it a hot day in Singapore? Right. Okay. So you can actually see what I can do is if I'm playing music and I want to, let's say, just quickly listen to somebody saying something. Somebody walks over, they say something. I don't need to take off the headset. I can just cup this like that. And then the ambient sound turns on, which means these mics turn on and I can listen to what people are saying. It will be, focused on voice. And then once I'm done, I just have to take off my hand and the noise cancellation engages again, and then it will be cancelling the noise and you're back to your music. So this is pretty good. And when you want to actually play, let's say any music, or you're doing your controls. So what I can show you over here. Let's see if I can show on this app by actually pressing that. So you can see over here, there is, you see, that's actually highlighted. I mean, I don't have the audio equipment itself right now to show you the noise cancellation happening, but you can definitely see here personal optimizing and all these settings are there. When I cover this, there is something that changes. Basically what's that's doing is enabling the ambient noise to come in. And apart from that, I can actually also drag my finger over here, especially if I'm playing some music or something. So this one is actually like a audio control per se. So let me just show you that actually moving in. Okay, I'm gonna play some music quickly to show you that music control. So give me a second. Let's go to the album. So what do we have here? My music downloaded, and I have not downloaded anything. Okay, I'm just gonna play this. That's playing there, right? So it's playing there. The music stops when I put my hand on that, right? And you can see now, I'm not controlling here. I'm just sliding this down. And you can see the volume changes when I'm sliding it here. So this is touch sensitive. And this is a slow process though. So if you want to quickly change your music, just use your phone one. This is a slightly slower method. The other thing is you can do to the side and you can see the track changes. So yeah, that's how that's working. I'm gonna stop this music and I'm gonna exit out of the app. So overall, I'm pretty excited to use these new this new headset, and I believe it's gonna be good. The main things I wanna focus on is going to be the noise cancellation. I'm gonna check how that works. The noise cancellation on this has been excellent. So I really have to do a comparison in a way, you know, listening to this and this as well. In a normal silent environment, both will be almost equal. What really changed is they're using a dedicated processor now in order to, you know, do the noise cancellation on this unit. There's a dedicated chip on this to cancel out noise, so it's able to, you know, understand frequencies faster, probably understand the range, and then, you know, make a noise cancellation much better way in real time. Also works a lot on the human speech. That's what this cancels out a lot. And I don't really think that this one was a slouch in that area. This was also pretty good, or rather is pretty good. And the only reason you probably want to pick up the M3 is if, you know, you want that extra noise cancellation. And also the other thing being this better cushions. And of course, the M2, if you find it at a price that is lower than the M3 now, because this is also 549 Sing dollars last time. I don't know the current prices if you can get one. This is 549 Sing dollars as well. So exactly same price. If you are able to get a pair of this, the M2, I mean, if you're able to get this for, let's say, $300 or $400, I'm not very sure what is the current price, and, you know, you may get a good deal on this. They are still worth that price. So for, you know, anything maybe $100 lesser than the M3, the M2s also are really good. But if you need better cushioning and, you know, slightly better noise cancellation, as I said, you can go with the M3. Again, the cushioning is something that is really subjective. I have used, oh, so that needs to be stopped. I'm gonna stop it from there. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. So if you are getting a cheaper price on this, go for the M2. Not bad at all. But again, compared previously, I only had the QC35-2 to compare, or the Mark II Bose to compare earlier. Those are much more comfortable than this was. But again, the MDR 1000, which was the first version I had, was not that comfortable, but it's okay if you're using it for like 1 hour or something. This also was slightly better, and now they say that they've made this one better, so the M3 is better than the M2 with regards to comfort. Okay, that is gonna be playing. Okay, so is this a bit too touch sensitive? Okay, so that's something I have to check as well. But this is again, I would say, my initial reviews of this unit, and I'm pretty much hyped to use this. I've been using this in a way religiously. Okay, and just one last thing. This has mics as well, right? So you can make phone calls in it. I do take sometimes my calls on this, and the battery life is good, right? So you can take calls as well. But I do have complaints sometimes of people saying that I'm not very clear when I'm speaking on this. Bose didn't have that issue. Did I take calls on Bose? Oh, sorry, no. That's not this. That was the Samsung the earbuds. That didn't have any issues. I was told, at least by people who I'm speaking to. So that's also something I'll check on the M3. Probably may not be a separate video, but I may just add in some information. You can ask me questions in the comment section. If you have any questions on this, I'll be glad to answer them. And that's about it. So if you like this video, please subscribe, and I will be uploading more videos. Again, my next video is going to be certain other reviews, and some of my friends were asking me things about related to softwares and information security. So I'll probably be also making certain videos on those as well. So those will be coming up soon. All right. So thanks for watching.